Good morning and welcome to your Monday Morning Minute. I'm your host, Dr. Pete Prococo. This weekend I spent more time working on my own personal development, and I was reminded of something amazing. That life just is what it is. It's not stacked up against me or anybody else. It's just going on. It's been going on since the beginning of time. It's going to continue until the end of time. And I'm just a guest here, that's all. And if I want my life to be amazing, then I have to change something in order to make that happen. And that's going to be my perspective, simply by changing my attitude. You know, it was Mark Twain that said, "The world owes you nothing. It was here long before you were. Realistically, it's going to be here long after you are as well." So what makes a great life? Isn't that a good question right off the bat? Well, I can tell you this, it's not that difficult. It's just your attitude. All the things that happen around you, to you, with you, for you, they're just all part of a life. And none of these have any meaning unless you give meaning to it. So what meaning do you want to give to the events that are happening in your life? You can put a positive spin on it or put a negative spin. Put any spin you want, but I'm telling you this. Whatever you're feeling, whatever your outcome is, it's because of your attitude. And I don't think that anyone on this planet who has their attitude in the right direction will argue that. Great athletes, great teams, great coaches, great organizations, great families, all are predicated on one simple and underlying principle. Phenomenal attitude gives phenomenal results. Crappy attitude gives crappy results. Fair attitude gives fair results. So let me ask you, how do you want your life to be? Do you want it to be crappy, fair, or fantastic? It all stems upon an attitude, a way of feeling and seeing yourself. Remember this, that no matter what you get out of life is based upon how you think. And if you can think in an amazing, positive manner on, I'm going to say every day of your life, maybe not every second of your life, but every day of your life, you start your day off with an amazing attitude. You realize that whatever's going to happen today is going to happen. But how I interpret it and how I use it in my life is completely up to me. It's completely up to you, and it always will be. What do you want it to be like? You want it to be happy, exciting, or do you want it to be drab and miserable? Now, don't give me an excuse and say, well, you know, my dog died this week. God forbid anybody loses anyone in this world. I know how difficult that can be. You know, losing a loved one, losing a pet, you know, whether you got fired at your job today, it doesn't matter. These things are going to happen regardless of what you say. The question is, how can you make something out of it? It's just attitude. You've got to learn to overcome. The world keeps throwing massive amounts of opportunities at you. We call them, God, I got hosed again today. No, you didn't. Another opportunity came up for you to exercise who you are, for you to use that amazing attitude and find the silver lining within that event that took place. There's no way you're going to convince me, I can tell you that, or yourself, that life sucks, then you die. It's not happening. Life does not suck. Life just is. And that's it. Nothing else. Life just is, and it is what you make of it, and you make of it with which attitude you wear every day, every morning, every second of your life. You want to have an amazing life filled with joy and love, all you got to do is have that right attitude for that. And yes, there will be things that your brain says, oh, I don't like how that feels. And you could feel like a victim or you could feel like the victor. Because every time something comes up that feels crappy, remember, you have to interpret it as crappy. And even if you do, overcome it. Overcome these obstacles, grow and become something more than you were yesterday. Every day, a teeny little bit of emotional growth has a huge impact on how you live the life that you live with the time that you have. One last thing I want to tell you. Quit wasting time. Quit arguing with people with that incessant need to be right. Give it up. If you're in your marriage and you're struggling, get over it. What do you want? Look back in your life and realize that I married this person for a particular reason. All this arguing and fighting is just a waste of human time, energy, and breath. Let it go. Change the world that you live in with your attitude. Make your life amazing and quit wasting time. There's not a lot of time left for any of us. I don't care if it's 90 years. It's going to go by that fast, but it could still be 9 seconds. Wasting time is fools. It's a fool's philosophy. Get with it now. Today, tell somebody you love them. If you haven't told them in a while, seek them out. Maybe it's a loved one, a mom or a dad, or just your kids, your dog, somebody. Tell them that you love them, that you want to be with them. And when someone says something that violates you, smile and shrug it off. The minute you get angry and pissed, you're the one holding on to the pain, not them. Let it go. Enjoy the life that you have. You'll be rewarded like crazy with an amazing attitude. I hope this gives you something to at least to reflect on and think about this week. And I hope you have an awesome week at work, at home, with your kids, wherever you are. Life is blessed and so are you. Or should I say, life is a blessing and your attitude gives you this amazing opportunity to enjoy life and to impact the lives of others. I'll see you next week on your Monday Morning Minute.